sad. This proletariat doesn't know a day goes by. When he dies, the children cry. An economic apologist.
What is up, everybody? We are back. We're back. It's your boys, Nathan, Ian, me,
Yo.
and we got Josh here today from SIONIS. What's up? What's up? Let's get a little. Let's get a. Welcome back to the With Conviction show. We're happy to be here, hanging out. We're gonna listen to some songs today. We're gonna grill Josh a little bit about SIONIS. And it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Guys, how's our day going?
Pretty good.
Nathan, did you get some dubs today?
No, I did not catch a single dub today.
Not a single dub?
No.
How many games did you play?
2.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad then. You got opportunity for some dubs later.
Yeah.
What are you playing there, Nathan?
Valorant.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So ultimately, Nathan's day has been an L so far.
Yeah.
So far it's an L, but we're turning it around right now, right here. You know?
Yeah. I'll turn it around later. I just wasn't turning it up.
Ian, how about you? How's your day, bro?
Not bad. I think I got a sponsor, so that's cool.
You got a sponsor? Fuck yeah.
Luxley South Common. I'll buy you a weed.
The show is not sponsored, yeah, unfortunately, but Ian is, so
No.
Fuck you for being ahead of the game, bro. And
I was just off, the owner walked in, and I'm like, hey, I got a job, I guess, when I come back too, so that's cool. I'll go via possibly, so decent day.
Man. It's more than I can say for myself, Jesus.
Me too.
And Josh, how's your day today, bro?
It's pretty good knowing, Conviction sponsoring, SIONIS after this show today.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We got that monthly payment coming in. We're going to be part of the fam. Yo, let's go. We're SIONIS cult till the end.
My day's all right.
That's good, man. I had an interesting day. So I stayed up till like 5 o'clock in the morning last night. We just got an X32 rack. Yesterday, I picked it up from Tyson Travnik at Prairie Fire Productions. And so it's just literally like the X32 and a case that could fit like 7 more of them in it and nothing else, right? So it's kind of awkward to look at. So I'm not going to take any pictures and put it up there because it's literally just like an empty box for the most part. But I stayed up so late watching like YouTube videos about how to utilize that. And oh my God, it is so much more than I thought. Literally, I thought I was just like throwing away a bunch of money for a really cool on the road soundboard, but it is like a lot more than that. You guys
watched a little bit of a video on it too.
Josh, you guys use an X32 as well, right?
I like to say yes. but I'm not 100% sure. That's more of a Caleb and Lee question, to be honest.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, I know you
I
guys
just
got a big
scrimmed.
old rack, so I would imagine it's an X32 or something similar to it. But
I know it's a wireless system, basically.
mhm.
That's all it is. And it runs our DMX.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, they're cool, and I finally have one, or at least I'm starting to build one, and I'm pretty happy about it. But
I'm sure if Caleb or Lee is in the chat right now, they could confirm yes or no.
yes or no. We have a wonderful 2 viewers right now, so I don't know. It could be one of them. But yeah, I don't know. So I stayed up all night doing that, and then we went. AJ, as soon as he woke up today, I was like, "Yo, bro, you should drive me down to the studio to pick that up." Brought it back home. I have it sitting on my my floor right now. I'm gonna play with that later on tonight. But that's basically my
Brought
day
the
so
whole
far.
box?
I didn't bring the whole box. No, I just
Oh.
literally came, unscrewed the unit, and I brought the unit back here. So
Like, oh damn, how'd you even get that to your house?
how did you even get that? Yeah, no, it's a pretty big box, but I don't
Mhm.
know. I'm happy about it, but anyways, let's take a minute here. We're gonna cut. We're gonna play a little clip, a 30-second clip, from the new single from SIONIS, and then we're gonna dive into some SIONIS related stuff. Oh, Glenn Ryan is now following. Thanks, Dad. What the fuck? You're lacking, Dad. Hasn't even. He's just following
Your
me
own
right now.
father.
My own father. All right, so yeah, let's take a quick break here. We'll go check it out. We will be right back. Damn. You guys got to go check out Aeon on Spotify and also on YouTube. That clip was taken from YouTube. I literally went to like YouTube to MP4, just stole it from you guys, and now it's on our stream. So thank you. But yeah, fuck yeah. So let's talk about the single a little bit, because this is the newest thing that's happening for you guys. I know you just kind of told us off air there that you got more singles coming up, but let's talk about this one. This one's available. It's out there. It's fantastic. It sounds big. I have questions. As a
Yeah.
producer about what your guys' process is. But yeah, what does the song mean to you? Because as the singer, and I'm also a singer, I know that when you're putting down your lyrics on top of a song, it becomes something a little bit more. So tell me a little bit about what the song means to you.
The song from the beginning, it's a little bit difficult for me to describe a little bit, without getting into too much detail. Basically, it's relating to my past life, basically, but it's transformed in a way that somebody listening to the lyrics can relate to it in their own way.
I get that big time, actually. Most of my songs are about the past and trying to kind of cope and deal with that kind of stuff. So I respect that. I respect that big time.
It's a very emotional song to me, personally. Compared to other songs, of course, they deal with past experiences, but this one's very personal to me.
That's cool.
Nice.
That's cool. Instrumentally and everything too, I'm sure maybe you have a little bit less to say, but the song is unique in the sense where you have these softer, more emotional kind of, parts of the composition that lead into something much more bigger and emotional at the same time. But what was the process like for writing that song? For you guys, do you usually start off music first and then you kind of come on top there? Do you have any sort of insights on, I guess maybe Caleb? I'm assuming Caleb is your guy when it comes to production and stuff there. But yeah, can you dive into that a little bit?
Well, for this song, it was definitely a lot of it came from Caleb. Like, he presented an idea to us of an approach, something new that we wanted to release. We all kind of had our input of something that needed to change within the song, but for most of the part, a lot of this is we owe to Caleb on the sound for this one. And generally how the writing goes is we usually write everything within a program first, and it's played through MIDI and all that, and then everyone learns everything afterwards. Generally the song is written first, never the lyrics.
Mhm.
And it's usually a whole idea presented first rather than just pieces.
Yeah, we definitely do the same fucking thing now. Like at the beginning of With Conviction, we did like the classic route where, you got four guys jerking off in a room and like hopefully everybody remembers their parts the next time they come in, even though they smoked too much weed and whatever the week before,
Yeah.
right? Like it's not a reliable way of being productive that way. Sometimes you get a more natural feeling chorus or something out of it, right? But the song overall
Yeah.
generally tends to suffer when it's done that way, especially when you're trying to create like progressive, something new, something, I don't know, like just different. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's nice to do it for me personally. Anyways, I like doing it though. Writing it in the studio. I know I use Ableton. I'm not sure what you guys use, but get it all done. Present the idea. Hey, we're not getting into that. When we have Caleb on here, then we'll talk about that. But I like having it all done up front too, and then writing lyrics on top of it. What was that, Ian?
Generally, like some things will be added on afterwards and stuff too. But like for the most part, for modern music nowadays, it just seems like the better approach to go these days, because it's really hard to just sit in the room and play something. It's like, all right, what's the next part? I have no idea, man.
Bro, I was and I'm sure I apologize to the other guys. I've just been like speaking over everybody. I was watching the Beatles documentary. They had a new one on Disney Plus there, and just watching their songwriting process, like how because it's like literally like something like 4 weeks or something worth of footage that they just compile, and it's them writing an entire album in that period of time in like 4 weeks time before they have the show on a rooftop or something, and watching their process versus how we do it now, you could tell that the smartest minds in music, because they were probably working with, some very top end people, were thinking on the same wavelength of like, no, 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 we need to have all these machines in here so that they can do these things appropriately and blah, blah, blah. But like the technology and the size of these machines that they needed just to record 8 things at the same time was nuts. And
Right.
seeing how that's changed to now, like, it sounds like our process is literally the same, where somebody comes to the table with a demo, you create it, you make it a little bit thicker, everybody adds their spice to it, then you add in the lyrics, that whole time you're creating like, oh, what do I want to say on top of it? And then you have a song, right? That sounds like the process. That's pretty fucking dope. So, anybody else have any questions? Because I know I've just been talking this whole fucking time.
Not only a question,
Well, you're
I
cutting out.
guess.
Sorry, you're cutting out there,
someone
bro.
called me.
Did you say somebody called you?
Yeah,
Oh,
hold on. What the heck? I need my stuff back. Not a question, but like, we went to a show. What, like that at Rendezvous? I forget what date that was, but like,
Yep.
let's talk about your drummer.
Let's
'Cause,
talk.
like,
Oh, Brett.
I'm sure you love talking about your drummer, don't you?
Ocean's 8 Alaska's drummer.
he probably, no offense to anybody else there, can't say that fully. Maybe, but he was probably the most like talented musician in that room.
No, Brett's definitely a boy wonder. We're very grateful to have him.
And his mom's adorable.
Oh, his parents are awesome.
His mom's all
His
like,
dad was even like, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, his mom was like, "That's my son." She's taking pictures right next to me, and I was like, "Your son's awesome."
She was her dad. His dad ends up coming up and being like, "Hey, can we sit everyone down and just buy everyone a beer? Can I buy everyone a case of beer?" It's like, yeah, sure. You can sit at whoever you want down at this bar, and we can all drink.
Oh yeah, they're
That's
definitely proud of him. It's good to see the proud parent vibe,
For the longest time, we always thought Brett was very talented. We never approached him. We were looking for drummers at the time. We had a few trying out. and we always thought like Brett maybe as a backup option to talk to somebody to fill in live if need be for a drummer. But we didn't want any conflict of interest, of course. And he ended up reaching out to us randomly one day. We're just like, yeah,
Yep.
you can come play.
Well, that's nice. Yeah, I understand there was probably some awkward boundaries. You're like, we don't want to, you know what I mean, whatever there, because I know he's in a different band at the time or whatever. But that's
Yeah.
fucking. It's cool that he ended up reaching out. And you know what? At the end of the day, you guys make awesome music, so it's like a good thing, I think, to have that unit there. And I'm looking over. I know you guys
Thanks,
can't
man.
see it, but I'm looking at a picture of all your guys' beautiful faces here. We got Caleb all the way on the left, Brett, Josh, and we got Lee over here. The beautiful boys. You know how long it took me to remember all your guys' names? Long time. Even like walking into this scenario, I didn't know if I was going to remember all your guys' names. I'm so bad with people's names. I'm great with faces. I'm horrible with names. Cassie's in the chat. She says, "Oh, hi. Hello, Cassie."
I think that's a vocalist thing. I'm very bad with names too.
Bro, I don't know if it's like if I literally am oblivious to the fact that I meet too many people or what, but like I literally just suck at remembering people's names. And I
I'll
hate it. I
remember
always
if-
feel bad, but yeah.
I'm good with names. Faces. Faces is awful for me. Well, I'm the exact opposite.
That's interesting.
I'll remember a face the moment I meet it, and like it could be like 5 years down the road. It's like I met you somewhere.
Yeah, 100%. It'll be like this weird, like you're like thinking back, you're like, where do I know you're from? But I've met you somewhere. I was like actually at that show we were both at for Gloom and the other boys, whatever. We're standing outside at the end of the night, and that guy comes up to me. He's like, "You really don't remember
Yeah.
me?" And I was like, I fucking wish I did though. Trevor in the chat says, "I can barely remember my own name," and you know what? I respect that. I respect that, Trevor.
Trevor.
Trevor Adams.
Yeah, that's my homeboy.
There you go.
That's the
Yeah,
guy
I
that
know. Hey, Trevor.
that was the guy that we're gonna start that metalcore project.
Oh, no way. Yeah, you guys. So okay, like before we went on air, you guys were saying like you were in a band together before, or that like you and Ian were working on a
Right.
project or something.
It's
Jamming. like,
it was a project trying to be a band, and we wrote maybe 2 or 3 songs, and we had difficult finding drummer, and it was just
yeah.
it was the wrong time for like in everyone's life, I think, trying to create that project.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it was still a fun experience because, like we were saying, like before, like it was like we were jamming at like a legit studio, like it was like in a warehouse, but like the whole setup. Sorry, it was like really dope. Like the whole soundproof room for like recording and stuff, with an actual sound room, like with a whole like window and all. Like, typical when you think of a recording studio, it's like that. They even had the couch, like
The couch.
The couch.
yeah, the couch where the band hangs out while you're recording shit, and judging each other while you're recording. Like, dude, that dude sucks. Like,
I do kind of miss those. I don't. Did you guys remember the name of that studio yet?
no, Trevor would.
If Trevor's in the room, he'll remember because he was a part owner of that studio.
Well, Trevor, if you remember the name of that studio, let us know. Because I'm going to take a minute because I remember some similar vibes when we were at, I believe it was called Studio City. Is that it? Is that the one
Do a
that's like?
studio called
No.
HRXO that was kind of like that
Oh.
too.
Well, there's this place called Studio City, and it was like on 109th and I don't know 107 or something, or in that area, anyways. And Trevor saying Max Volume was the name of that studio.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Max Volume. And you were saying some Pure Noise, which
Yeah.
that's close. That's pretty, that's almost dead on, but just a little bit parallel. But yeah, like those vibes of those studios where you had like, some there was another place right next to it. I can't remember the name, but Dustin Rogers was the owner of it. And you had your couch and you had your little studio room, plus there were an additional like 5 extra rooms with like other bands, and you walked in at any time of the day. There was some other band, I think Shag or something like that was one of the bands that was back there in the day, and they're still around, I think. And like there's just there was it was kind of a cool atmosphere to be around other bands all the time versus the situation where we have now where we're just kind of tucked away in a garage all the time. You barely ever see other bands and shit like that. You really have to make an effort to go to shows in order to get that kind of connection otherwise. But I do kind of miss that community.
Interesting enough, like SIONIS, Caleb makes a point to make sure, like, sorry, I'm gonna call you out on this, Caleb, if you're watching. He tries to make a point to make sure that like the jam space, like his basement is our jam and recording area. So it's like you walk into his basement right away, it's like the jam room, and he's got black curtains, he's got everything like blackened off, he's got a mirror on the one side of the wall, then like the lights set up behind, so it's like we're actually playing. Every time we jam, he wants it to be like a live show, and he'll record everything to make sure that like
Ooh, I like
we're
that.
doing.
That's actually pretty sick.
And then on the other side of the wall, literally, is his table. I mean, his computer desk with all of his recording equipment. He's got this closet that with a bunch of blankets inside of it, right beside it, and that's literally the vocal recording room.
Mm-hmm.
And everything from there is literally just recorded with guitars straight into the computer or
Yep.
and from the vocal booth.
Yep. Fuck yeah. We have a very similar process, but we don't even have a vocal booth. I walk around holding this microphone. Actually, I'll hold it in my own hands and I'll walk around in a garage, and that's how I fucking record my vocals.
It literally is like a closet with fucking living blankets in it, and then it's like a screen in there just to watch to see what the computer's seeing.
Yeah, that's funny. That's dope though. I don't. The DIY approach these days, like you guys, you have a lot of money invested in your gear and stuff like that. Obviously, like I know Caleb, anyways, has got a lot of money invested in his gear. So it's tough. It's tough to call it like DIY or whatever. But in the same sense, y'all worked hard to get that gear to get to a point. It's amazing what you can do just like by yourself now. You don't need, like, I know people that have paid, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to like go somewhere to go to a fancy studio and blah blah blah, and then they wait about a year or two or sometimes even more to put out the album, and then by the time they do, it doesn't even really sound like mixed relevant anymore to like the today's market. And I'm not saying that my music is mixed properly or anything like that either, but it's like you can just still do a lot with a little.
To add to that too, like right from when I joined the band, it was preached to me saying like they want to make sure they give the exact same experience or try to give as much of it experience as they can to a live show for what they have.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's just like Caleb spends a lot of time night and day out making sure those light shows work really well. Which actually, surprisingly enough, a lot of that stuff is bought from like AliExpress. It's really affordable for what it was. They're not really expensive shit at all.
I like to hear that
And,
actually because I've always been curious about AliExpress, but I've never really wanted to press the order button.
Oh yeah, check with Caleb because he ordered a lot of it. I mean, he had some stuff go missing, of course, but
Yeah.
But to even touch on that, and like I'm gonna touch a touchy subject here right now. So like, especially if Daniel's watching. For example, like SIONIS even takes the approach of using like the Line 6 Helix versus the XFX because a lot of people tend to use the XFX because I mean it's top of the line, whatever, so on and so forth. But if you're not going to be using everything for what it's capable of, like why even spend that much money on something? Like you can get the same effects that you are using with the XFX from the Helix,
Yeah, that's actually something I was looking at. Like, there's Kemper's and there's Axe Effects, and then like Kemper actually makes like a foot pedal that is like the head, but it's also a pedal. You don't have to like buy an extra pedal or anything like that. And you can also
Yeah, like
amps, like you make profiles of different amps. So like pedals are definitely the way to go nowadays, I think.
and you can definitely do that with the Helix. Like Caleb has the Helix set up where it's the pedal and it's got the head that's inside the cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
And Lee's pedal is basically his whole motherboard, and it has the screen and everything on it. And then you got your 4 snapshots, and then you have the 6 different channels. And we have it even set up now where you don't even really need to touch the pedals. Everything's run on DMX, so every time the song switches to certain points, the pedal will automatically switch as well.
Yeah, that's
sick.
That's the kind of shit we're like looking into now. You guys honestly like looking at your setup really inspired me big time. And I mean I've seen other bands with it as well, but just being at your show the other day, like I think it was only a couple months ago, but I had actually purchased the rack from Tyson in December. It just took a long time to come in, and so I was like, I cannot wait
Yeah.
to get my hands on that thing because just you guys looking at Arrival of Autumn and stuff, and some of the other bands that I've worked with that utilize those Display of Decay, Siren. It looks like a smooth process, and for me,
Oh, I really.
setting up my laptop every show and like plugging all these things into this external digital audio interface, and that goes to another little mixer board so that we can hear it too, and then blah blah blah. It's like I'd rather just roll this thing on stage, turn on the power, you know what I mean, turn on the profile, good to go. So I'm pretty excited.
Literally, the way Caleb has it set up is he has a channel thing on the front where in-house just plugs in speakers to everything. It's got to go guitar, mic, whatever,
Mhm.
and then it just plugs into a computer, and then all of our in-ears and everything are connected to it. And we just follow the backing track.
Yeah, I'm
That's it.
gonna call Caleb and be like, bro, you want to hang out? You want to come hang out and just teach me the
He'll
fucking way?
He'll tell you to probably drop Ableton, but he'll be more than happy to teach you.
I know he will too. I absolutely know he will. Ian just texted me. He says, "Gotta go. My cat got out. I'll be right back." That's kind of funny. All right. Well, fucking. Is there anything that you want to shout out? Anything coming up? Any sort of anything big happening for you? Before we switch over to the next section of the live stream, where we're gonna dive into the Underground Nugs playlist.
Nothing really right away. I mean, just May 21st, we have our show in High River. If anybody's out there, come check us out. We're with Our Last Crusade and Before I Fall. And then as well, we'll be with you guys, joining on stage with you guys at Alt Waves
Fuck yeah, baby.
in June.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll take a quick break and we'll check out that Alt Waves video where you can catch both of us on stage, and I'm very excited for that. And when we come back, it's time to listen to some music. All right, let's go.
They killed him where he sat. This proletariat doesn't know a day goes by. When he dies, the children cry. An economic apologist.
And we are back. Yeah, so if you guys want tickets to Alt Waves, go check them out on Facebook. I'm pretty sure they have an Eventbrite or something like that. It's going to be a wicked time. It's going to be fun. 2 stages, like 30 to 40 bands or something like that, and an awesome weekend in June. It's going to be a good time. So I also have to, obligatory here, I'm also happy to do it because I'm very proud. But we're also playing Loud as Hell this year. And if you guys want tickets for that, you can go to loudashell.ca, I believe is the website. So yeah, a couple of festivals this summer is going to be a good time. And we are hopping over to the playlist section. So I have I'll say the rules for anybody new here. Also, Josh, however, I know you've seen these before, but we're going to listen to 1 minute from each of these tracks, and at the 30-second point, we have to hit pause, talk about it a little bit, because we're commentating, we're not just listening, This is interactive content here, guys.
Yeah.
We run a legitimate production, okay? So As you can see, we have the Underground Nugs playlist over here, ready to rock. And I have some submissions here from Larry Smith. Larry is the guy for our Discord server. By the way, he has his own tier in our Discord server, which is about like 54 or something people now. I'm very proud of that, very happy about that. It's nice to have a little community of like gamers and Star Wars nerds and stuff like that to hang out with. But Larry's the guy, so he came to me with a list of like 20-some submissions. I told him I'll pick 5, the first 5, and we're going to check them out. So the first one we got here, oh, I forgot to open it up on Spotify.
Amy's just in the background.
Amy's in the... Hey, Amy. Okay. How do I get this to open up on Spotify? Not in my browser, though. Yes, open on Spotify. Oh, you know what? I also have to share this with you guys on Discord so you can hear too.
Hell yeah.
That would have been pretty awkward, hey? Let me know when you guys are all locked and loaded, and we'll fucking hop into it.
Locked and loaded.
I'm ready to go.
Loaded.
All right, so here's the
locked.
first submission. We got Bleed by Body Snatcher. Here we go. Let's check it out. And there's no audio, so that's awkward. Oh, it's just very quiet. Oh, this whole song is just an intro. I can't do that. It's a 1 minute and 15-second intro. Okay, we're going to listen to Abide by Body Snatcher. Here we go. Man, this is brutal. Holy shit. Yeah, wow.
Oh my.
Before we listen to the next 30 seconds, I'm just going to go ahead and add it to the playlist because this is fucking heavy as hell. Okay, next 30 seconds, let's go. What the fuck, dude?
Okay, that's pretty heavy, bro.
Yeah, dude. I did not expect that.
Bro.
I don't know why. I didn't expect that. That was intense. Okay, what do we got next, boys? What do we got next? Late 9. Late 9. That singer looks familiar. I think I follow this guy on TikTok or Instagram or something. He looks really familiar. So let's check out Thanks to You by Late 9. His voice reminds me of like an emo Coheed and Cambria, but now not so much.
Vegetables and stuff? You get enough vegetables and stuff?
This is gonna be some like Bless the Fall vibes or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Bless the Fall, like back when Craig Mabbitt was in the band.
Yeah.
This is kind of dope
Or
though.
Escape the Fate.
Or Escape the Fate, yeah. A little more metalcore-y, but I'm kind of into that.
I mean, old Escape the Fate was metalcore-y.
You're right. Old Escape. Yeah, you are right.
Seconds after I will inject myself. The seconds to me every now and then. Curating all sources of my mental health. Second chances never come through clear. That's why I'm not giving you the chance. The whole world's in a life full of fear, and it's just something that I cannot stand. It's getting colder. Will this ever be over?
This is like kind of refreshing. It really reminds me of a lot of shit from like 2009 or something.
Yeah, pretty good though.
Yeah, fuck yeah. All right, that's Thanks to You by Late Nine. That was dope. All right, what do we got next, Larry? Where's the journey taking us? So far, so good. So we got Lyrian XR. And let's check out Ergo Dash All My Love. This is like really indie and underground. 7 monthly listeners. Added to the playlist.
Lost in my anxiety, I'm thinking like I used to. Thinking way too much, now that's a wound that I'm used to. Release it, won't dissolve it, won't
Getting some hip hop influences in there. I have to hear the rest now. I have to hear how this lands.
resolve it, and it consumes you. Spits you out, there's nothing left forgotten like I'm used to. As a master of redemption, I don't plan to fail like you do. Fill the cup of poison, drop the supper like I always do. Sit back, laugh at that, I'm sick of all the rest of you. I feel so wrong, these memories don't bleed out like they used to. Relentless, this process, it's lawless this way. Selfishness promises your disdain. And I feel
This reminds me of something from like back in the day too, but I don't really know what.
Alice in Chains vibes.
Some what?
Saliva?
Actually, Salvia?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the band Saliva? A band? Okay. All right. I don't know if I've heard of them. Either way, that was pretty interesting. Added to the Underground Nugs playlist. Let's go. Okay, I think we're on this one now. What do we got up next? Patient Zero, 130 monthly listeners. I like that. It's always a little awkward when like somebody sends you a link to a band and they have like 2 million monthly listeners. You're like, is this really indie and underground? I don't know, but 130 monthly listeners for Patient Zero. Let's check out Comatose. Let's do it. It's kind of crunchy. This would be a fun show. This is kind of cool.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
It's got a good vibe. Comatose. Yeah, let's get the next 30 seconds. We have to actually make it through all these submissions before 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, we're hard cut. Okay, let's go. Ooh. Yeah, it's definitely going on the fucking list. That's a crunchy tune.
He's got some deadly vocals.
You know? That was fucking dope. All right, the last submission from Mr. Larry Smith. We've got Deviate the Plan. Why do I know this? Why do I know these guys? Sounds familiar.
Sounds familiar too.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, they only have 300 monthly listeners though.
still indie. But still, that sounds, I feel like they probably, I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but it sounds familiar to me. So let's check out Shine, which is seemingly their most popular track right now. So let's check it out. Oh, wait, is this a cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's a cover. So respect, but, you know, we don't have room for covers on our underground list. So let's check out Addiction. Sounds like we got some rock and roll. I used to rock out to this shit all the time. I'm really getting Avenged Sevenfold vibes from his vocals so far. I don't know about you guys, but
Kind of, yeah.
kind of. I don't know. Let's hear it out.
I mean, like subtly.
Okay, a little less on the Avenged vibe now. Yeah, it's kind of dope. It's catchy. I like that. It's not the usual metal submission, but diversifying is kind of nice, you know? Okay, let's see. Got a submission here from Nathaniel Bonnet, the homie. Eject by No Hope for the Lost. It's got 57,000 plays on Spotify. That's a lot. I fucking love Nathan and his vocals, by the way. I know, or Nathaniel, just to keep things separate from our Nathan, but he's got awesome vocals. This band actually, AJ played drums with them last year at Loud as Hell. I think it was last year, yeah. He was up on stage playing this. Oh, that's crunchy. Damn. I'm glad that the 1 minute cutoff rate of that, like after that riff caught to end, because I really wanted to hear the end of it. All right, we got a submission today from App McAllister. What did he say there? It's a new album in 2 weeks, cutie. Let's open this up.
Adrian.
We got Blasphemy by Air to Ash.
This is his band.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Ponto, he's a really sick drummer. He's the vocalist as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, right. That hits. I'm kind of sad that we're 30 seconds in and it just hit, but we're going to listen to the rest. Also, this song is like a week old and they got 3,000 views. That's pretty fucking dope. Yeah, that's fucking dope. Happy to add some local boys to the fucking list.
Guitarist Nick, he writes some. He's crazy. He's always writing.
Is he the Irish guy?
No, that's Adrian. That's AP.
Oh, okay, there
He's a
you
good guitarist too.
I keep on calling him App.
I mean,
It's his own
Yeah.
damn fault. It's his own damn fault, bro. I'm bad with names. All right, so we have a submission here, but it's a cover. But I do want to throw them on here. So somebody, Mark Redicop, submitted Green Day Boulevard of Broken Dreams covered by Two Shadows. So we're not doing covers, but Two Shadows are the boys. We played with them down in Vancouver at the Red Room, and they're fucking awesome. So let us put on their latest track, Keep breathing. It's doing well. These guys are doing well. They're making moves. Every show that they play, they put on a lot of makeup. I respect the shit out of that. With some commitment. This song hits fucking hard. I don't think I've actually listened to this yet, so this is kind of dope. Curious what these guys are tuned in. Yeah, it sounds pretty low.
This song is 2 steps down of D. 2 D's down.
2 D's down, baby.
Yeah.
Well, Architects only plays in like double drop F.
Is it F?
Yeah, or whatever the hell that is. They like when they tune their guitars, they play songs on 6 strings, right? So like,
Yeah.
they keep out they take the E string away on the 7-string guitar basically, and then put the 7th string where the E strings should be.
That's exactly what Caleb does.
We got a submission here from Jack Sutherland and it's Art of Attrition. This is his band. I believe they're from Red Deer. I've done a little bit of graphic design work with them in the past, but yeah, let's check out To Dance in the Den of Snakes. I also know I should have checked this song out sooner, but I haven't yet, so it's first time. I hate it when that 30 seconds automatically just pauses.
Blast beats.
Every time. It's like about to hit, especially in this type of song. The brutal heavy ones, it's like that 30-second point and it just stops. It's not even fair. All right, let's go. Yeah, blast beats. Oh, damn.
That guy Aaron Kitcher? From Infinite Island?
Yeah, wow.
Like, on God, is he actually Aaron Kitcher?
On God.
There's only one drummer I know that can play like that. Like, I don't know him personally, but I've seen on YouTube. And it's definitely Aaron Kitcher, bro.
That's on the fucking list, dude. That was a banger. Okay, I got a submission here from Tom Vanderkam, and we played with him a couple shows when we were on tour with of Artistry, the You Suck tour. So let's check this one out. These guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. This song is called "A Tragedy" in brackets This Melody by Hawking. Fucking bop. It's like super poppy and like upbeat and also like kind of emotional and deep. I really enjoyed that about this band watching them live, because you could just like sense that the whole time. You're just kind of like going back and forth, you know?
I'm sorry for I meant to tend to this land, but irresponsibly I fettered and neglected the seeds that we've sown, the roots that we've grown in the quicksand, and now we're losing hope of
Yeah, fuck yeah. Let's go on the fucking list, boys. And we got time for one more, then we're gonna wrap up today's show.
Most emotional thing I've ever done on stage.
Huh?
You know what the most emotional thing is I ever done on stage?
What's that?
Wore a mullet.
I was saving that for last. Actually, I was gonna ask you about the mullet. So, fuck it, fuck it. How did it feel, bro? Being up there, completely exposed like that.
It was interesting. It was interesting. I mean, being able to feel like hiding myself behind the sunglasses definitely helped.
Yeah.
But I actually lived. I thought that was the most funnest night I actually had because I felt like I wasn't trying to impress anybody. I was just there having fun.
Yeah. Yeah. For real, dude. I felt like it gave you a bit of a vibe, and like I remember the first time I went on stage with my shades on and I had like a hat and shades and everything like that. There was some sort of comfortability behind like dressing up and being weird. You're like, fuck it, I don't care because I'm already at that weird level. You know what I mean? It was kind of dope. I loved it. I thought it was fucking dope. I was like, man, this guy should actually do the mullet thing because I felt like it gave you some sort of confidence. You know what I mean? You were just like, you have to have some sort of shtick or something. You know what I mean? That like give you that vibe because it was just kind of funny, you know?
Everyone keeps telling me to bring it back. The only person that doesn't want it back is my wife.
Well, naturally, yeah. It's like whenever I shave my beard off, I leave a mustache and I come out. I'm like, hey, Amy, how's this for the new Sabian? And she's like, no, go get rid of it. So I feel you.
I might have to buy a mullet, like a wig.
Yes, like Oliver Tree. Every time you show up, you got your fucking wig on.
Yeah.
That would actually work. That would work very well because your wife could be happy when you go home afterwards. But you can still get what you need, you know?
Yeah.
Well, shit. Thank you so much for being here, Josh. Seriously.
No worries, buddy.
I told you I was going to tell you a lot on the stream, but I didn't. I'm actually a huge fan of your band. I think you guys are fantastic. As long as you guys keep your vision up there, which you absolutely, I can tell that you guys have, you're going to achieve whatever it is that you set out, to do. So I'm happy to see and, help out and be a part of that journey in whatever way I can. And I'm excited to just watch you guys grow because you're fairly fresh and you're making big moves. You guys have a big sound. Your production quality is top fucking notch. So whatever Caleb is doing, it doesn't matter what I say about Ableton. You know what I mean? Because he's doing a fantastic job. You guys are absolutely fucking awesome.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. It means a lot.
You mean a lot to me, okay? All right, guys, we're going to wrap up today's show.
Bro.
We love you. We appreciate you. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be back next Thursday with another special guest, which we will announce on Monday or Tuesday. But in the meantime, make sure you go drop a follow and a heart on SIONIS' latest single, Aeon. And I'm so proud of myself for remembering all these names in the proper order because, wow. Yeah, we appreciate you guys, and we'll talk soon. See ya.
Lies